I have no tech background, I have no engineering degree, so this is for entertainment purposes only. Don't do what I'm about to do, because I'm going to do it to my own games. So if I ruin these games, that's on me. Why would somebody do this? Why would somebody do this to this game and this game? Well, how are you feeling? You got John Riggs here, and I picked up a lot recently too. I did a video on it where it's like, hey, I found someone's collection, I paid him a bunch of money, whatever. These games were included, and there's more games in this too. I mean, Chip and Dale's 2 was in there as well. Only problem was when I was verifying carts, which you want to do with higher tier games, you're just like, well, I just have to see it for myself. Let me open it up, let me look at the circuit board. I have no reason not to believe that they're not real, but still I need to see it for myself. This game here opened up just fine, no worries. These two, for some reason, it just didn't feel like the screwdriver was getting deep enough in the holes. I could turn and nothing was happening. Upon closer inspection, and I saw little telltale signs, it's because these used to be ex-rentals. I mean, it's obvious on the back, you know, there were stickers on there. There used to be a security band back here too, on Flintstones. And I've heard of this happening. What they did at a rental store was they put super glue in the holes so nobody would unscrew them and then replace them with different games. This was during a time where people were still renting NES games, but it was curious to see that, of course, it's these two, especially this one. You know, let's say somebody rented Flintstones, ended up liking it, and then they replaced it with their copy of like TNC Surf Design or whatever, you know, NFL football, something. So how do I safely melt the super glue to undo the screws so I can see it for myself? I don't even need to do all of them. Just one on the side, one on the corner. I can pry it open just enough, pull out the circuit board, have a look, say, yeah, it's the legit, put it back in there. Well, this is frustrating because there's a lot of super glue solvents out there, but unfortunately it's deep and it's surrounded by plastic. And I don't want whatever I'm gonna grab to eat the plastic as well. But on the other hand, because the backs are all ripped up, I mean, I also don't mind. I know it goes against everything collector-wise, but again, I'm a gamer. I'm not a collector. I'm a retro gamer. And yeah, it's cool to have these, but if I'm gonna trade it off to someone else, I wanna make sure that they see that the game is legit. With the backs looking like this, with all the sticker residue, and these are all ripped up and everything, I know it's not factory fresh, but I don't have a problem replacing the backs. I don't have a problem just replacing them with one that's just the same, not the newer version, I mean, you know, the updated version with the more text and all that. So long as the colors match up, I'm cool with that. Or on the other hand, I can also just trade them as is and say, hey, just so you know, if you want to replace the back, go for it, whatever. Which actually I'll probably end up doing. But if it was for my own personal collection, if I'm keeping on to these, if I'm hanging on to these because nobody wants them, yeah, I'd go ahead and do that too. But I also don't want the stuff to get inside the screws onto the circuit board, because I'm not sure what this kind of like super glue solvent could do to a circuit board. I mean, maybe nothing, but I guess we're gonna find out. I stopped by my local Ace Hardware and they had this super strength super glue remover. Bad idea? Probably, but at this point, in lieu of breaking the backs of these off, which I was about to do, I'll at least try this, see if it works. I only need to get one screw removed. And, man, here's hoping. Well, two of the games that have it are Flintstones, The Surprise at Dinosaur Peak, and Darkwing Duck. Now, Darkwing Duck is in a lesser condition. You see what used to be a sticker there, and never mind the gardening happening behind me. That's all. They only do this when I'm filming. I promise. It's just like everyone else who does video. There's only lawnmowers and stuff in the background, only right when I'm filming. You see these other stickers back here too. And then Flintstones did have a security strip in the back, which I removed to hopefully get to that one. I was thinking maybe they wouldn't open that screw. Not that it mattered. I just need one of these bottom screws here. I only need to remove one screw. I can open it up just enough, pull the circuit board out. I've done it 1,000 times. And again, it's that perfect, doesn't just, you can feel it go in there. You could even slightly, you can kind of feel metal on metal, but it's not getting in. So let's try this Goof Off here. Again, here's what it looks like. This is Pro Strength Super Glue. I do not like putting this on cartridges because I'm so afraid that it's going to eat through the plastic or something. But I'd rather do it to this one than Flintstones, naturally. Looking at the instructions here, always use safety goggles. Hope my glasses will work just fine. Gloves is recommended if you have sensitive skin. Apply directly to glue and allow 1 to 2 minutes and then wipe it off. And to wipe it off, I do have some Q-tips up here, so if anything, maybe I can do that, and we'll see here. Do not swallow. No, I'm not planning on it. Even says right here, use it to eliminate costly messes and mistakes in adhesives. These games are costly. All right, I just propped it open with my fingernail, fortunately. Ooh, hear that combustion there? It's like just wanting to come out. Now, I need to know how fast this pours before I put it directly into one of these nail screws here. I'm gonna find, you know, maybe just like a piece of cardboard or something absorbent anyway. Completely irrelevant, but I was just sent a promotional copy of Madison for PlayStation 5. I'm looking forward to checking this game out. Looks nice and creepy. And with that promotional thing, they even included a little key. This thing's made out of cardboard. How fast does this pour? And it might be, okay, just a little drop. Just a little drop. Just you tilt it. Ooh. Again, that's why I do this. Oh, and it evaporates quickly. Now that's coming out from this, not from the spout. Oh, okay. It does like to pour pretty quickly here. I may instead. There's a little bit on there. Ooh, wow! I can taste the fumes. I'm not gonna pour that directly in there. I'm just gonna do some of this action, and then put that directly in there. Let me move this out of the way, somewhere safe anyway. Nah, it doesn't even want to go all the way in there. And again, I don't want to. Well, should I? Maybe I may just go for broke here. Here, let me get that little cardboard thing back here. That's the key. Ugh. Don't do what I do. Oh, geez, you see that? That's exactly why you don't do that. Oh, that's going to eat right through the plastic. I better not do that. So I'm going to pour this onto the Q-tip away. I mean, fortunately or unfortunately, the back of this cart was already pretty ruined, but you see what that did already? It says it takes about a minute or two. It does feel a lot better in there. It's still not grabbing it like it's supposed to, but it does feel so much better. And no reason why not when it eats through the plastic. And again, I'm less concerned about this back part, but what if it seeps through and then goes to the circuit board or something? That can't be good. In fact, hold on. Here is a circuit board. And here's what could happen if you put this stuff on it. I have no idea what's going to happen. The fact that it doesn't pour from here, it's just kind of like falling out, is even worse. Let's see what happens. Anything? Let's do this for a couple minutes. Let's see. This was a broken game anyway. I was going to use it for parts or something anyway. Yeah, I'd never use this to clean your games, that's for sure. In fact, what happens if I try to just kind of rub it in there? Watch it be like, oh, it works perfectly. Actually, kind of seems like it's okay in those things. Just doesn't like plastic, huh? All right, well, maybe actually I feel a little bit better about that. I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Remember what I say? I don't have a clue what I'm doing? Now you for sure know without 100% doubt that that's all me. All right, I just did the cardinal sin. If the game gets ruined, it's on me. My fault. But if this works, man, I got it. Because I have no reason to not believe that they aren't legit games. It was just a rental store. I've heard of it happening. Never saw it for myself. Where they crazy glue the screws so nobody swaps the games. Even though it's funny because I used to work at a video rental store. There's literally a record of everybody who rented a game before you. Unless this company maybe didn't have one. It was all like pencil and paper or something. I have no idea. But if it happened, you just go back to the person saying, hey, by the way, you accidentally put your Super Spike V-Ball and you need to reverse that. You need to do that back. You need to swap that again. All right, let's have a look here. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. That. Well, it seems like it wants to work better, but it still seems like there's glue in there. That's the problem. I gotta get the glue out. Yeah, it's definitely melting the glue, that's for sure. And it feels like it wants to catch on to this thing. But the more I twist it, the more it's just getting more glue. I was having no luck with the other one, but this one, I think I got a little bit. It feels like it wants to come out, but it's not quite. Oh! Oh, dude! That's all I needed. Just need one side. Just needed one side. Okay, finally. Now, this is, once again, clean this as much as I can. All right, here it is. Again, condition not the best, but Darkwing Duck, still a great one to have in your collection. Still a great one to have in your collection. It had all these stickers on it, and unfortunately, I made this side worse, trying to open this side up. But then I was like, oh, you know what? Maybe there's something else with this side. I'll try this side really quickly, and then I took a couple drops, just like I did before with the other side. And then when I started to feel it move, I was like, oh, wait. And again, in full disclosure, you see a little bit of a trail there. Those are tears. Those are my personal tears, not just the Goof Off. Saying, why do I gotta do all this? Just to verify the board. All right, so it does want to come off, and you can carefully... I'm going to do this as carefully as I can. I guess you could put a wedge in there or something. I've always just done my finger. This is like I'm the open cart surgeon, right? So this would be an open cart C-section. That's legit. No windows. No windows. And let's look at the thing here. NES, it's upside down. Here we go. NES DZ0 for the CHR and NES DZ0 for the PRG. All right, so this is good news. This proves to me that this is there's no wires, because that would be a repro. It's not a flash board. I know what those look like. Really happy to see this. Could use some cleaning, though. I mean, that's why I have these 1-up cards, right? I mean, it already worked. It already worked. But now they have... Oh, what's going on there? Oh, that was just a shadow. I was like, got really nervous for a second. I was just like, because I cleaned it, and then I tilted it like that. I was like, oh my god! No, it's just this. It's that. And it could be cleaner than that, too, but, you know, I can just sticking it back in there. It's not optimal. It'd be best if you could do both sides. Because, again, there's that screw right in the middle, too.